Hello, Martin. This is your horse's, well, fourth ride, really. We've finished with our little experiment of how much we can achieve in 3 hours, and he did very well with that. And so now, really, we're back to basics and we're filling in the gaps. So I wanted to start, of course, with I started this morning with long lining with him, and he did fabulously well. We just did 5 minutes, mostly trotting around the arena, and I was very pleased with him. Now, as you can see, I've just got on, as usual, from the fence, and I'm adjusting myself in the saddle a little bit just to get him to have a bit of a feel of me moving around in the saddle. The other thing you'll notice there was that's the first time really that he's taken a good step to the right away from the fence the moment I got on, so I was very pleased with that. Now we walked around for 5 minutes first. Now I've just started the trot work, and that was the first time I'd asked him to trot, and he stalls a bit there, so now I'm going to cluck at him again for a little while until he trots again, and that's really good. He's moving his head around a bit, but basically he's pretty light in the bridle. You can see there I've got a bit of a loop in the reins, and he's going along really quite happily. Again, he stalled again, and that's what I've found really is the worst thing he's going to do is stalling. A bit of a trip there. Now this afternoon, what he really needs is that 20-minute lesson that I often do with these youngsters around this time, which is 20 minutes of just trotting and serpentines up and down the arena. The left is now his best side under saddle, so that's good to know. He just gets slightly nervous going right, so what I'm doing is I'm not making him do a whole right circle yet. I'm just doing like a half a circle right there, and then I'll put him back to the left. Then I'll do another half a circle, and then I'll put him back to the left until he's confident to do the whole circle to the right. The worst thing I find that he does is stall, and he really only does it now to the right. So you'll be trotting along, and he'll just come back to walk, and that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But all you need to do is just keep clucking at him, and there he's just done it. He's just stalled on me. So I keep clucking. I'm touching him with my legs, and I'm clucking at him, and he's off again. And all the cues stop as soon as he starts to trot again. All my cues stop, so that he knows that he's done the right thing. He was very calm overall. Generally, this morning's lesson at Sunday morning, he was very calm and nice, and really took it all terribly well. I couldn't fault him. I was very happy with him. I'm really looking forward actually to riding him this afternoon and getting on with that 20-minute lesson, because I often find that really helps them, and they make great strides after that 20-minute lesson. You can see I'm touching him just gently with the whip as well, so I'm using my voice cue like that for trot, and then I touch him with my legs, and then I touch him with the whip, and that's all I've needed. And he's learning that pattern. He'll learn that once he hears the voice, then he feels the legs, then he feels the whip touching his hind quarter, and he doesn't want to feel the legs or the whip. And so what happens is he starts to react earlier to the cues, and he starts to know, when he hears my clucking, he knows that he's about to feel the legs. When he feels the legs, he knows he's about to feel the whip. And so he starts to react earlier, and pretty soon, as soon as I cluck, he's into trot. He's not there yet, but hopefully he will be by tomorrow. And of course I practice all this on the ground. And there, when I stopped him, I'm starting just to move my feet forward a little bit before I pick up the rein and ask him to stop. And he's picking that up quite well. So I'll see you tomorrow.